So I'm going to show you guys how I make my turkey. Butterball's my favorite. That's what Mom always made. So I'm just going to show you the steps of what I do, just in case you ever want to know. I set my oven on bake, but I only do it on 200 degrees at first. So I'm going to start it out at 200 degrees. I'll do that all night. And then early in the morning, I'll put it up to 350, and I'll just kind of see how it's getting brown and what's going on, and watch it like that. I'm gonna cut the net off the bag, and then I'm gonna open the plastic from it, and then I'll pick the video back up. All right, I brought the little guy over to the sink because when I cut this off, we're gonna have to take the insides out. So I'll show you that in a second. So maybe this will help a little bit. Repositioned you. So I cleaned out the sink real good before I brought him over here. There's juices and stuff that's in the bag, so you definitely want to be in the sink so it doesn't go everywhere. Throw this away. Now, here's what we got. Big old bird. So down in this part, you got to reach down in here and get this neck bone out. Ugh. And there's lots of juices down in that part too. So we'll turn it back. Let all that go out. And on this end, you got to lift this skin up here. And you got to pull out this bag. That's, I don't know, I guess the gizzard and what all. Really don't know what that is. Heart and gizzard maybe. But okay. Goodness. This big old piece of fat hanging there. I'm gonna cut that off. Trim up a little bit of that. All right, so now I'm gonna rinse it just because I think all that, the blood and the juices and everything that was on there, I like to have it rinsed off. I don't know if you have to, but I always do. Give him a little bath before we eat him. He's heavy. Oops. And he's slippery. Alright, so I'm going to bring the pan over here. I've got a big disposable because it's easy cleanup. Alright, so I'm going to put him in this pan, and I'll show you once I get him in there. Let's see. I'll wash my hands. Okay, so we're back over here at the stove. Got him in the pan. This is a 16-pound turkey. So what I'm going to do next is, I really don't season the turkey. I put a little bit of butter on top of it, and just a little bit. And then I put a few pads of butter around, kind of smeared on a little bit. And then I cover it with aluminum foil, and I'll put it in the oven. And I'll let it bake slow, like a slow bake, low temperature all night long. And it is so tender when it's finished. But I'll show you the way I do the butter. So I'm just going to take a knife, a little bit of butter, off with my hand there so I don't contaminate the butter. I don't do a whole lot, just a little bit. And then once I get it on there, I kind of smear it around different parts of its little body. Because I don't know, I think it gives it a good flavor and it helps it to get brown. And this is the way my mom always made it, so you know, it's what you do. Do it the way you were taught. So there, I'm going to wipe my hands. Get my aluminum foil, and I'm going to cover it really good. I'm going to put it in the oven. While that's in the oven, I'm also going to do a small ham. Because, you know, not everybody likes turkey. And that way there's a variety. This is a 4.5 pound ham. Hold on, I gotta get my scissors. This is super simple. But I'll show you. Because I want to make these videos and put them out there so that when one day, if my boys decide they want to know how mom made something, they'll have a video of how mom made it. And this is what mom looks like night before Thanksgiving, making this food. It's about 12 after 10 at night. So I'm getting these in the oven. Sometimes I'll wait till midnight and put this stuff in. But I'm going to go ahead and now the ham is frozen. I thawed my turkey out to make sure it was good to go with this. Ham is pre-cooked. So you really just have to warm it up. But I let it go with the slowness too of that low temperature. I just like the more dry meat, and I like the way that it's tastes when it's baked like that slow, and it's just so tender. But like I said, it's pre-cooked ham, so I'm going to cut this plastic off of it, and I'm going to put it in the small pan because that's what will fit in there along with turkey. Ooh, it's cold. Ooh. You know, when I was a little girl, I was right beside my mom with whatever she did. I was watching. I was helping. It's different when you have boys. They don't get as interested in this stuff. So, but one day, you know, their wife, they may want to fix something that mom used to make, or wonder how mom used to do that, because there's a few things that my mom made that, well, I'd love to have videos of her making, because I don't remember everything, you know. And like I said, you know, I was little and I followed her around and did everything, but you miss a few things, so even there. So what I have right now, move this out of the way. I put the ham in a small pan, and it's frozen, but it's pre-cooked. So I'm just gonna cover it with aluminum foil. Make sure there's like all it's airtight. You just cranking it along the edges really good. And put it in the oven. Alright. There's the old turkey and the old ham waiting in the oven for us. That's all for tonight, but I will pick back up early in the morning and we'll see how everything's going. We'll see how everything's going in the morning and pick it back up, and I'll show you what to do with the rest of it. See you in the morning. So here's what it looks like the next morning. I'm gonna leave it in there and I'm gonna turn the temperature up to 350. Okay, now here's the ham. Comes with packet of, like, I think it's like brown sugar. We're going to put that on it, put it back in the oven for just maybe 30 minutes, and it's done. I spread the layers apart and sprinkle some down inside. Then you take the juice that's gotten on the side of the ham and just kind of wash that down in there. Get it all covered real good. Cover it back up and put it in the oven for about 30 more minutes. Okay, so it is 11 a.m. now. I'm going to take the cover off and I'm going to let him bake without a cover till he browns. He's done, but we want to get him nice and crispy brown. So tender it fell apart, but it's done.